Havertz to Saka. Bukayo Saka! Just what Arsenal needed.
Now Mboma. Still in there! Brilliant! Brentford. Here's Mitchell. Moves it across, looking for Munoz, who does well to keep it in. And there is the equaliser. And I think it will go down as an own goal. Ethan Pinnock. Scott. They play it in. It was a decent looking ball. And a good opportunity. And Hannes Herbert there. On the follow-up. Johan Wissa.
Again, checking in. Bernardo Silva. And Erling Haaland blasts his way through. And rips into another new campaign. Kovacic driving. Kovacic! City are winning again from the outset. A Chelsea player.
Integ goes around. Mikolenko gets in the cross and gives Brighton the lead against the run of play. Matoma is back. Purposeful and precise. Now they got the spare man. Welbeck sees the goal, goes for goal, scores the goal, punishes Everton. He accepted the open invitation. Adingra comes in from the wing. Adingra takes it and adds to the pain of Everton with another superb team goal with a cutting finish.
Alexander-Arnold and Salah, and Mo Salah in for Jota, who doesn't miss this time. Liverpool's first goal scored under the new head coach, Arne Slot. And Salah! 2. And Mohamed Salah sets a new Premier League record.
Maddison. Oh, lovely! What a terrific touch that was from Porro. Invitingly across the face of goal. Through to Fatawu. Casemiro. Xerxes sticks it out! And what a way to start your Manchester United career!
Oh, mistake there from McCarthy. Isak, Joelinton! Well, this has been a...
They are really positive. Elanga gets it back from Wood. Yates! And the save! And it's there in the second attempt! Chris Wood with the opening goal for Nottingham Forest. It's a good-looking ball into the centre, surely! And there is the equaliser, Antoine Semenyo.
Lovely ball from Ryan Christie. I mean, that's a real teaser. And it goes from Tielemans. Oh, so easy! And a goal on his Villa debut for Amadou Onana. What? To step up and score for Hammers, who are underway. Matson, cushion pass, good move, lovely move from Aston Villa, and of course, John Duran, the man who seems set to join.
Let it run, Saka did well to keep it in, Havertz got a touch and he's only just on the field, and how he announces his arrival in style. Here's Saka. And the strike from Partey's in! He picked his spot and found it beautifully. Semenyo into the middle and into the back of the net from Marcus Tavernier.
Semenyo
Clipped in by Barnes, and touched home by Anthony Gordon. It's been coming.
Harry Maguire left it. This is Matoma, and Welbeck scored against the club with which he won the title more than a decade ago. And it's the... Now a chance for positivity. Amad Diallo inside Hinshelwood, deflected and in for Manchester United's equaliser. Ayari, Adingra again. Big chance, big goal. João Pedro with what should be Brighton's winner.
He lays it into Paquetá, doesn't hit it cleanly. Now Fulkrug, can he set his feet? Souček strike! West Ham into the lead! Well, he just pops up in the right place. West Ham looking threatening. Jared Bowen looking to make it two! Glorious finish by Jared Bowen!
Always wanting to get in that left foot. Can I open the goal?
Could be promising for Fulham. It's Smith Rowe will drive into the space, just and across. It's Smith Rowe for Fulham. It's calm, it's composed, and on his home debut, Emil. This one is in towards Fast, and there is the equaliser. Wolby maybe in the space. He's got away from Winks here. Real chance for Fulham, and Wolby scores. He saw the space
with a beautifully neat, intelligent run and a smashing finish in the blink of an eye. Salah, Mo Salah, immaculate.
What a start to the season that man's made.
Suddenly there's a big opening, and Sami Smovic is going in. Despite the efforts of Ederson, it's Haaland. It's 1-1. Of course it is. He's got himself into a horrible mess here. And Kevin De Bruyne pounces. Oh, he could score again. Haaland suddenly received it.
Hudson-Odoi. Oh, the chance is there for Gibbs-White, and at the second attempt he buries it. Just over 20 minutes to go.
Still he can't find the opening. But Spurs go in front. Pickford's taken a risk, too much of a risk, and that is a gift for Son. Woe upon woe for Everton. Maddison's corner. Off the underside of the crossbar and in. Christian Romero blind all the way. He's found Son, who finishes in style. And that has finished Everton.
Corner, sent in by Palmos, a decent delivery to the back post. And what a start for Chelsea. What a start for Jackson. Guard to win that back for Wolves. Aït-Nouri, oh lovely feet. Aït-Nouri prodding it through. Wolves might be caught out here. Palmer, it's class. And it's 2-2. Madueke. Chelsea looking for another early goal in this half, and they've got it. Madueke. And here's Palmer. Madueke to his right, and Palmer slips him in. Madueke again. Here come Chelsea again. Palmer, will it be a hat-trick of assists? Will it be a hat-trick for Madueke? It will be. And Neto, he pulls it back. Felix! Back at Chelsea.
Kai Havertz, who finishes adroitly with some aplomb. And Minte through the middle, and it's João Pedro, and Brighton have their leveller. 7 minutes after the dismissal of Rice, Arsenal are opened up.
They could be in again here, Brentford. Oh, off the post, and then put in by Brian and Bummo. The post initially saved Saints. Oh, that's dangerous. Bednarek's given it away. And Bummo! Another calamity at the back for Southampton. Will they ever learn? Oh, a chance maybe. Is that over the line? It's a goal.
Thought it was.
Lallana dibbling. Lallana. Oh, that's a fabulous goal. Sugawara. Beautiful finish.
Madueke up and running. 3 in support. Madueke, Palmer, Jackson, 1-0. A sweeping Chelsea counter-attack. Wharton, Doucouré, the block from Fofana. It's Eze! It's brilliant!
Harrison, they've worked it to him nicely, and it's dropped for Michael Keane! Hey! Looks like he's really settled in quickly at Everton. Dwayne McNeil, Calvert-Lewin! The spirit! Cliver, Utara, oh, it's in! They have got to go back from Semenya, and that... Cliver waiting in the middle, and Lewis Cook arrives! An extraordinary comeback from Bournemouth! From 2-0... Here for Bournemouth to pinch the points. Cliver hoisting it in, and Sinisterra has done it! One of the most extraordinary comebacks in Premier League.
Hutchinson ahead of him. He goes for goal. And he scores a goal. Brilliant. Robinson to provide support, and the cross, which is tucked away neatly by Adama Traore.
It's taken on, and Onana scores! Really well worked free kick from Aston Villa. And Ramsey. John Duran is in there! What an impact! And Dini's up there. And Buonanotte!
He's been really purposeful. And Salah. They're queuing up with Luis Diaz at the back post.
Casemiro, for a player of such experience, the amount of times he gives...
Out to go, Luis Diaz. Mo Salah. Diaz! Oh, that's sharp. That is so sharp. And Liverpool are fizzing clear. Taken on by Somersley. Sifted on for Salah, 3-0. The Egyptian archer.
Newcastle have possibly got an opportunity. Well, they have got one. Harvey Barnes brought into the side, repaying the faith. His position later, but Madison spilled by the goalkeeper, and it's an own goal for Dan Burn. But Tottenham get their reward. Isak to his left, but Murphy does find him. A breakaway from Newcastle. His reward. Deep this time and in. Wonderful header from Chris Wood, who Wolves have not picked up on that far post.
The point against the 4 goals to give away.
Delgado with the instant response. Oh, brilliant!
Lots of power behind the shot, lots of movement on the ball. Tar losing out, slotted through to Erling Haaland, and he doesn't pass this chance up. The scoring master strikes again. Getting Bowen into the game. Bowen gets into the box. Oh, it's an own goal of Ruben Diaz, and that just shows you how quickly things can change. City. For Kovacic, Rico Lewis, Haaland! He is just absolutely unstoppable. Behind, this is the hat-trick chance. Did you ever doubt him? It's Dwight McNeil, and he scores!
Well, the ex-Everton man is on the floor, and he's won the free kick.
Interested in towards Calvert-Lewin! It's 2-0 to Everton! Watkins going into challenge! And Aston Villa are back in it! And the spectre of doubt for Luca Digne, it's been put on the plate for Watkins! And Everton cannot believe this, because it has happened again! Duran lines one up! What a goal! That is a goal to take your breath away!
Maybe more to come. Nkunku, Nkunku! Off the bench, and maybe, just maybe, a winner for...
And it's Vardy for Leicester City. Vardy going through the centre. The angle isn't good, but Vardy scores again at Selhurst Park.
You can see as soon as indeed he wins that ball, his first thought, can I get him behind?
As James Justin puts the ball into the penalty area. Opportunity here, and it's in. Mavididi scores right at the start of the... This is Mitchell in towards the 6-yard box. Crystal Palace through. Mateta scores. Smith Rowe again, West Ham looking towards the assistant. It's kept in play and threading across to Raul Jimenez. And Fulham do take the lead. And they fully do. Will have a throw, and it's that Soufal to Bowen connection again. Bowen keeps it alive. Danny Ings rescues a point for West Ham. In the nick of time, Danny Ings.
He's picked out Hudson-Odoi. Those two are making an impression, making a difference. And Hudson-Odoi has made an even bigger difference there. Nottingham Forest have snatched the lead at Anfield.
The precise.
Oh, they're going to try and press early.
Looking to attack as well with Keane Lewis Potter, and a problem for Manchester City, and a goal inside 25 seconds. Remarkable from Brentford. Turn finds Walker. Maybe thought about hitting it. It rolls Haaland's way, and you know what happens next. His insatiable appetite for goals. Oh, and Haaland just bumps his way past Pinnock, through on goal. And when that happens, there is never any doubt. It's goal scoring.
Ericsson back for Bruno Fernandes. Zirkzee the target, and Ramsdale can't do anything about that. Matthijs de Ligt. 2 minutes. Recycled by Ahmad. In from Rashford, and in. Goal drought over. Manchester United out of nothing. Now Dalot, can they set the seal on him with goal number 3? They can indeed. Garnacho wraps it up. 3 goals, 3 points, and some welcome respite.
In by Saka, Gabriel! For Arsenal at Spurs!
And it's left for Lamina. A lovely over by Joao Gomez, which left the simplest of finishes for Mario. Guimaraes. Fabian Schär, who can hit them, he does hit them! Took a little touch on the way through, but it's levelled it up for Newcastle. Back from a ban, and he's banged one. Barnes, still going, Barnes! Quite beautiful, quite brilliant. Harvey Barnes.
It's loose, and Cunha can take advantage! Tielemans, a lovely ball in, finished off on the back post. Ezra Konsa, Rodgers, Durant's in the middle. He's at it again.
Wood for Forest, scores for Forest. Van Hecke, really good ball, and front of the level. Jack Hinchelwood provides the finish. Welbeck. Oh! What a wonderful free kick that is! Jota Silva. And Forest are level. Ramon Sosa. Well, have a look.
Jimenez. Good opportunity, brilliant strike. Well, Jimenez. Back to Smith Rowe, and oh, it's a brilliant goal. It's a fabulous goal for Fulham. They cut through Newcastle. It's Barnes as he takes on Teddy, and he pulls one back. 28 seconds into the second half. He's given it straight to Reiss Nelson. This to finish it, and there it is. Reiss Nelson with a gift.
Good ball to pick out Njai, who hits the post and it goes in. Iliman Njai finishes off the corner. It's fallen. Mamadini! And Leicester equalise. Steffi Mamadini.
Route to Luis Diaz, Kepa committed himself! If at first you don't succeed, try again! He finds Diaz again! A quick repeat! Go for goal again! And that is rather special for Darwin Núñez! Savinho gliding gorgeously and playing in Erling Haaland to complete a dazzling City. To drive at Walker and set it back for Calafiori. Oh, it's a beauty! What a strike! What a moment! Saka takes, Gabriel's in there! Absolutely unstoppable! A force of... Grealish. Kovacic! It's 2-2! At the very last! By O'Shea. There's Lallana. Gets it forward to Dibbling! What a moment for Tyler Dibbling! The 18-year-old with his first goal for... Davis takes, cleared as far as Sam Morsey to strike it. Oh, deflected in! There's the equaliser in the 95th minute. It's the...
22 seconds they scored at the Etihad last week, and they've done it again here. Incredible. Brian and Bumo. And they have shot. Here's Maddison. He's looking to level. Solanke! There it is! His first goal in Tottenham Hotspur colours. Still Brennan Johnson here around the outside. 2-1 to Tottenham. 2 goals in 2. Deacon can equalise, and they've left themselves open. Maddison might just have wrapped it up for Tottenham.
I'm struggling to get back a bit here, and Jackson has gone all the way through. Barely 3 minutes play. Jackson, and he's been sprung well, and he's finished beautifully too.
What a goal.
And he's turning his 50th Chelsea appearance into a... Has played in Cole Palmer, and it is 3 for Chelsea.
What a great goal. Brilliant finish, wonderful run from...
Saka. Timber.
front. Swept in front by Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli. Put away in style by Leandro Trossard.
There's a hammer blow for Leicester. Difficult.
Buonanotte with the free kick. And Leicester pulled a goal back. Arsenal dumbfounded. It was James. Oh, it's beautifully done. That is magnificent from James Justin. Oh, what a sensational goal. And it's gone in. Leandro Trossard takes the acclaim. Confronted by Fass. Flag has gone up. Goal has been disallowed.
Taken quickly. Evan Nielsen! That's the moment they've been waiting for here. Brilliant from Semenyo. Goal by Cook and in by Lewis Cook. Well, the setup from Semenyo was fantastic. The shot was from Semenyo again! This fella is on fire! And by Fernandes, this is much better, and there's a Southampton goal. Taylor Harwood-Bellis, who wears
his head to it. West Ham struggling to get out of boom, and they've done it again! Another goal inside the opening minute. How do they? Antonio, can he make room to strike? Souček's in there, and West Ham United are level. Yet again, Thomas Souček.
Cross and Caicedo. The danger of overplaying there, Chelsea. And Sanchez has come and it's gone in. The goalkeeper didn't make it. Gino Ruta doesn't know a lot of. Jackson's away for Chelsea, and Jackson squares it, and this will be the third time of asking.
Absolute composure.
It's a perfect 10. It is Palmer. Opportunity for Brighton. It's 3-2. Believers scored. This is unreal, this game now. Sancho. It's pouring in. Both got 4 now. And it's not even half time.
by Kamada. Morton goes long. Gay! And Crystal Palace have an early lead. And it's their captain who's snuck in.
Risky ball there.
Ashley Young for Dwight McNeil. McNeil!
What a goal!
Magnificent! Lovely take from Harrison. Lovely cross too. McNeil again! Well, he's a man on a mission. Calvin Phillips. Clark. The cut back to the left. On the roar that greets Ipswich's opening goal. The cutback.
Great chance for them.
Green's clearance has gone straight to Morgan Rogers. It's Rogers, it's 1-1. Ipswich architects of their own downfall in many ways. That's an awful attempt at a clearance. Konsa. Bailey, Villa probing, Villa crossing, Watkins scoring. A brilliantly engineered Villa goal. Leon Delap. It's Delap. It's Delap! It's sheer Delap for Ipswich Town. Brilliant from the
Brilliant.
Van der Ven and touched in by Johnson.
Absolutely brilliant from Van der Ven. One of the best runs I've ever seen.
Johnson and Kulusevski! And Spurs ease clear. Bergvall, and it got its flick and it got its finish on the line from Dominic Solanke.
He just stretches, just gets the studs on it, and he's in.
Grealish. Fadio, nice check, lovely finish. We've seen this move here before. Long delay. And Gordon, unerringly.
Who brings up 50 Premier League goals, and Fulham lead. A little bit of luck.
Shotter's ball in. Canate! A moment to cherish for Ibrahima Canate. He's scored for Liverpool before, but never in the Premier League before. And Canate, and Forbes is in there, and that just shows how surprising football can be, because having not threatened at all, Wolves finally show that here, which he does. Well, after the setback comes the quick recovery.
It's Archer, it's in! Downs, stolen by Partey, into Havertz, it's Kai Havertz! It's in! It's that man again for Arsenal! Bukayo Saka, lovely angle, and now Martinelli to his left. Saka! And that should take care of that.
There's a belief about the way they're attacking. Oh, they've scored again! It's not in the first minute, it's a minute and 16 seconds on the clock. Semedo across the face of goal, and a perfect comeback from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Gets himself into the zone and casually puts Brentford into the lead. Self-inflicted in the attack. He's looking for Strand Larsen. Oh, he's there! Brilliant! Reflex finish from Jorgen Strand Larsen. Flag stays down for now.
The wheel wheels away. He almost thinks it was too easy. I wonder if I was.
Pinnock at the far post. Oh, another one! It's with such ease, isn't it? Plenty of entertainment. Yes, so there's another one. Nuri has to go for goal, and he gets it in there, and it's a consolation. There's little consolation.
Solanke, Brilliant Johnson! The joy of 6 in a row. Timo Werner and James Maddison, it's wriggled in! And the Stupinian and Mitoma Udogie left it, and Minter belted it in! And Brighton have a live interest! That's a lovely ball. Caro Mitoma. Jorginho Rutter! And Warner!
Now it's in towards the danger area, and it's gone all the way in! And Nottingham Forest have opened the scoring! He wants it onto his left foot, and it's gone all the way through! And Chelsea have their equaliser!
And Gakpo into a great area where it's tucked in, polished off eagerly, gleefully by Diogo Jota. And it's taken.
Buonanotte. Jamie Vardy waits. Buonanotte might go alone. And tail! A brilliant goal from Facundo Buonanotte as Leicester City.
This is Iwobi now. Jimenez again, trying to create one for Pereira. It's beautifully made. And he took it well. Diaz rising. Kovacic! Absolutely thumped it through the crowd. Ball over from Foden. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic! Oh, he enjoyed that one. And so did the Etihad. Options gathering in the middle. He fancies it himself. Oh, that is fantastic. And that probably sees off Fulham. Nelson. Muniz. In. Fulham lifeline. And a big moment for him after such a productive end to life.
All away for Ipswich. Here's Bowen. What a start. Mikel Antonio. Head to the ball. The level. And who else but Liam Delap? Across. Antonio. But West Ham will not be denied. And neither this. Bowen now. It's a third for West Ham. Paqueta arriving. And Paqueta scores. Good build-up from there, West Ham.
Cook goes with a different corner and it's lost in by Christie! A brilliantly worked set-piece routine that completely caught Arsenal. Kluivert makes it 2-0 and Bournemouth now within touching distance.
Has some defending to do now. Raul Jimenez with the strike and he fires Fulham into the lead. He is ready. Rodgers is going to have a go and the deflection takes it in.
This is what I love about Rodgers, and yes, there is
Many times, and it does again here. Watkins header! Fantastic header from Ollie Watkins! Luca Dean plays stacked up here for Villa. He's turned it into his own net. It's an unfortunate moment for Issa Diop, but it might just be
from Njai. It is Njai. Ipswich punished. Ipswich didn't deal with the cross. Great footwork by McNeil. And what a brilliant finish by Michael Keane. What a goal.
But this here from Dwight McNeil.
Mo Salah for sure. Without Kovu through here for Nicholas Jackson. Prompt parity at the start of the second half. Salah, what a ball! Jones! He's been terrific. He has demanded.
Brentford corner, Manchester United down to 10, and they've been punished. Pinnock with the header, and a thumping one at that. Rashford. Ball goes to the back post, excellent ball. What a finish! Garnacho to equalise for Manchester United. Flicked on Fernandes. Well, and it's beautiful for Manchester United to turn things around.
There could be an opening here for Welbeck, forcing his way through. Well, that's football, isn't it? Totally and utterly.
Looking for Randerson, Chalobah. Heads it straight towards, who took it well, and squeezes it through.
Full of the penalty area, must be for Kudos! West Ham United score! Trying to get it onto that left boot of his, and he catches out the keeper! It hit both posts on the way! But Dan Udogie arriving is Basuma! Patience pays for Spurs! Son, and it's in, it's an own goal to Depot after it was spilled by Allen. Back in the team today! Back in the goals today!
Lovely
Walker Peters, managed ball in, catches there! And there's the opening goal for Southampton! 7 minutes on the... Stuck by Justin. Lovely drop of the shoulder. Archer, and there it is from a rebound! There's number 2! That's what Southampton wanted! Fatalu again. Heads for the byline. And in! It's Buonanotte to pull a goal back for Leicester City. And completely change the sport. Vardy smashes it in for 2-2. A swing from Ayew. Oh, they've done it! In the 98th minute of the game!
Saying where he wants it, nearly gets it there! Stranglehold! Well, their dream starts!
Guardiola has a go and finds the top corner!
A wonderful strike from the Croatian to level up.
Number 18 for Manchester City, in by Foden and in!
John Stones to the rescue again for Manchester City.
Well, there is a case.
And Saka's onto it. He checks away from Robertson. Lashes Arsenal in front. Bukayo Saka. Alexander-Arnold with the corner. It got its flick. It got its touch from Virgil van Dijk. Right on the line. And Liverpool are level. Rice flings it in, and Arsenal have their lead! Mikel Merino tiptoed round the back. He waited, that's Nunez, and that's Salah, and that is 2-2!
It's a really good...
Matson's ball. Bailey. Is it in? It is! Ross Barkley! The pressure finally tells from... From Tavernier. Evan Nielsen's header! He's got the goal that surely gets Bournemouth a point at Villa Park.
Opposition, here's Hurst for Smodics, opens up for him! And Sammy Smodics scores for Ipswich Town! Opens up here for Hurst, they're in again! And Ipswich double their lead! George Hunt, Janelt striding forward, Wisser in the middle, Brentford back in the game. How they needed that, in on goal, Wisser, it's there, and just like that, it's 2-2. Boyle and Bobo does score. He rarely misses at the moment. And it goes towards Delap. Liam Delap's got the touch to it, and Ipswich Town are back. And it goes from Mbabo, and in it goes from Mbabo.
Dioglu, now it's Ruter, now it's Welbeck! In the last minute of the first half, a big error from the wall. Square for Evan Ferguson! A glorious goal by Evan Ferguson. Here comes the corner. And Dawson, and lashed in brilliantly by Aït-Nouri, and maybe it's not over just yet. That's a blistering finish. Possible attack for Wolves with Cunha to take it on. Oh, would you believe it? Absolutely unbelievable.
Despite the efforts of Cher, Jackson! Absolutely brilliant by Chelsea.
Harvey Barnes. Here's Hall. Isak!
Well, it may not be the most beautiful goal he's...
It's Palmer! And we all know what happens next. Munoz with the ball in.
There's an opportunity for Mateta. The big call to bring him back ahead.
It's Iwobi! Alex Iwobi! bites the hand that used to feed him. Brilliant finish. Does all the way across to Ashley Young, who helps him back across, and they've done it. They have done it at the death, and it's Beto, the substitute.
Anderson. To Yates, who takes the strike and he scores. Well, the opportunity was perfect, and he took it. And again, and Vardy's there! What a response from Leicester City!
Outstanding midfield.
Here's Anderson again. Wood turns and takes the strike, brilliant! What a start to this second half for Nottingham Forest!
That is absolutely brilliant, using the 3-1.
Oh, this is a strong run indeed. From Chris Wood, oh, it's brilliant! Chris Wood once again! And now Nottingham Forest are running away from Leicester City.
Bernardo Silva, Matheus Nunes. Oh, it's a lovely cross! It's in from Erling Haaland! They tried to keep him in check, but you just can't do that!
Sexy. It's been headed in by Casemiro. Who's going to keep that net? It's fine. Controversy and drama.
Young Hungarian does brilliantly well, and Semenyo scores! Here's a ball for Evan Nilsson! The vitality stayed! Gundogan. Oh, it's a fantastic header from Gvardiol! Oh, headed goals don't get... Janel till have a go! And Janel 12 firing a peach!
That's the best.
Berger. Traore.
And in! Harry Wilson got the touch. It seemed to hang in the air.
Rooney starting into the middle.
And in! Harry Wilson has come off the bench to single.
Here's Leif Davis. Oh, that's magnificent. A glorious finish by Leif Davis. Ayew. Vardy. Ayew again. Leicester level.
This is going to come to Kenyon and a strike it. And what a strike it is. Nunez left foot. Found a way in. That post cross. It's Salah.
Stop it! That is too good. And the cop.
Bruno Fernandes ignites it. Flung in by Palmer. Repelled as far as Caicedo. He has hit that with special purity.
Longstaff. Gordon. And the header is a beauty. Alexander Isak emphatically for Newcastle United.
Back in numbers, Moreno running from left back. Woods a target. Ilanga's waiting. There is Woods! One moment, that is all he needs. For a decoy, he has rolled it to Hudson-Odoi, who finds his path closed, and in it goes! All the way through! Another goal in this game for Forest if they want to go get it. Aina is looking and finding! Stunning from Ola Aina!
Sugawara for Southampton. Archer goes into the area. It's Armstrong! Look at the celebrations!
Oh, and it's come back in and turned in by Morgan Rogers. Well, yet again, Spurs! And they're looking for inspiration with a cross! And in comes Brennan Johnson! He stole a march in front of Dominic Solanke. Johnson there, Kulisevski slides it in. What a finish! A thing of beauty from Dominic Solanke. And it's Richarlison right across, and Solanke's there again. Maddison. Oh! It's perfect!
Hughes. And that should be the goalkeeper's, but he hasn't got near it in the end. Chalobah for Crystal Palace, the most unlikely of goal scorers. And Larson with him, huge chance, and he takes it. Well, from hero to zero for Trent. He really has. Can they do it again? They can! Joe Gomes to turn things around. Kamada with Crystal Palace's corner. Oh, they're going to turn it to the back post. It's another defender, and it's Gahey this time. 2-2.
Evan Nilsson in, keeps his composure, and Bournemouth now do lead here this afternoon. It is a gift of a goal. He helps it on. Wissers there, back across goal, and into the back of the net. That long throw pays off for Brentford. Really well worked, and Kluivert is in here. It is a wonderfully crafted Bournemouth set piece, and not for the first time this season. Damsgaard pulls Brentford level. What a response! Bournemouth switch off. They say you're at your weakest. She's in here for Brentford. Johan Visser! And for the first time this afternoon, Brentford lead.
Superbly time run in behind the
defence. And Haaland is not to be denied this time. He was utterly determined that that was going to finish up. He looked to. It's Danny Welbeck. Oh. Lewis flung himself in there. Pedro! He was the sharpest in the box. Pedro. And Riley! It's the stuff that Premier League dreams.
Odegaard lifted up here towards Martinelli. Smith-Rowe. It's still Smith-Rowe. It's 1-0 Fulham on the stroke of half-time. Palace pay the price for Wilson. He's in again. It's Wilson. He scores again. What a week he's having.
No foul. Still with Nunez. And he makes Villa pay. To seal the deal for Liverpool, Mohamed Salah does just that.
I mean, it's a bad mistake.
Fernandez. Oh, what a hit! In from Mazraoui, Fernandez. What a day he's having! Support right and left. He chooses Garnacho, who goes to Kane! Magical!
Elanga, and already for Forest, Murillo, his first Forest goal.
It was right foot, so close.
This might be the moment. It is 4 goals in 4 games for Alexander Isak.
Just offered slightly.
Joel Linton Forest backpedaling, Joe Linton! What a finish! And a turnaround for Newcastle.
Comes inside, just...
Newcastle here looking to finish Forest off maybe. Barnes on the angle, and that may just be that. That may just be the 3 points for Newcastle.
Just with the cross, it's headed clear by Romero, but only... Oh, it's an overhead kick from Smodics. Porter leaves it for Johnson, for Smodics, promising for Ipswich. Oh, has it gone into his own goal? It has! Well, this is unbelievable for Ipswich. There's the header from the corner, and Tottenham are back in this. Bentancur emphatically, and thinks it through dangerously. It was a lovely ball. It's the opening goal. Pablo Sarabia for Wolves. Cunha! What a hit! A goal!
Odegaard, Saka again, and still he goes on, and finishes in style. A glorious finish by Bukayo Saka. Partey, found by Saka. Magnificent! Only been on the pitch 6 minutes. Helped on by Waneri. Sterling, Waneri again! Another splendid Arsenal goal. And this time...
Ismail Assar could go all the way, and he does! What a start that is for Crystal Palace. And they send it on to Watkins. Still Watkins! There's the equaliser. There's the answer. They gets it over. Giovanni! What a moment this is for Crystal Palace. Another corner, another chance. That's how badly they needed it.
Rute will take it on. Spiltish round Pedro, who scores. Oh, talk about glorious football from Brighton. The front three all involved. Oh, Mitoma!
What a pass.
What an unbelievable assist that was. And the finish wasn't... Unal for Brooks. He scores! Well, Bournemouth are back in it with just...
Ships inside, Iwobi! Magnificent! Alex Iwobi's season is getting better and better. Beautiful ball to find Cunha, and they've scored again here. Mateus Cunha once again. Good pass. Wolves are in here and they've got themselves the lead. And it's João Gomez. They have flipped this case. Cunha going for goal! Oh yes! That surely wraps it up. So big chance to seal it, and that is exactly what they've done through Gonçalo Guedes. A fourth goal.
It's Ahmad, it's Rashford, it is utopian! A launch of the most staggering type! Burns. Hutchinson! Oh, that's wonderful! A starry, dreamy strike!
It's Jackson. Brilliantly taken, and that has been coming since pretty much the first whistle. Clipping it in here, Jackson. Goalkeeper throws up a hand, can't stop it falling for Enzo Fernandez. And Chelsea have daylight and a 2-0 lead. Ayew against Sanchez, just got it past him. Probably just a consolation.
Looking to bend one round for Maddison! Well, where has that come from? To James Maddison. Son back to Maddison again, and they've weaved their way through for a second for Spurs. A second. F.C, who's curled one across for Dominic Solanke. Son's up there with him, but it's back to Porro!
Wan-Bissaka and burst past him. Cross for Johnson! It's 4! It's unreal!
So with that corner, it's not a bad one at all. It's worked out for Thomas Souček.
But it's far too easy for Souček. Well, the biggest...
Bowen. Paquetá waiting. Wan-Bissaka of all people. What a scoreline for West Ham United.
The willingness of Wan-Bissaka to break.
Half a line, they've played themselves into trouble, and Szoboszlai puts it in.
That is not a time.
Saved by Kelleher, and Armstrong at the double. Just the break path of Armstrong.
Well, the roof has come off this place.
Salah, and that's 2-2.
Well, that's an outstanding.
Salah takes and Salah scores and Liverpool lead.
Says Mo Salah fires the ball.
Vardy, Jamie Vardy rolls it across, Leicester in the lead, out of nowhere. Facundo Buonanotte has seen problems over the years as the ball's played across here. Leicester 1-1. And an instant response from Brentford, and you just cannot keep them back to try and get close to him. Wissa helps it on Mbumo rolls it back across, Sharda strike. Brentford get their second. Waited a long shoot. He said he finds Sharda, third of the day for Brentford, and it comes just before half-time. Read it through for Sharda, who's on a hat-trick, and he's taking the match ball home with him tonight. Ruthless in front of goal.
Set up to
Lamptey. Looking for options, waiting to pounce, and there it is! Mitoma!
this time. He makes
it. Still alive here for Southampton. Angel again, and on the follow-up, they've got it! Flynn Downs! Southampton have found the equaliser.
Cucurella in to try to steal against Philogene. Here is Cucurella, and there's Jackson, and there's the opening goal. The finish of a poacher at the peak of his powers, Nicholas Jackson. Fernandes into Cole Palmer, Fernandes, brilliant! It's 2 for Chelsea against Aston Villa, it's 2-2. Madueke. Palmer takes it on and scores! Another Cole Palmer spectacular!
Hall, and Gordon's continued his run, and it's in! Straight up the training ground. Newcastle lead here at Selhurst Park. Gay with the ball in. Oh, it's in! He has got a goal that was denied him in the first half.
Fabulous ball for Salah.
Creeping in backstep. The cup uplifted. No Salah.
There's a delivery out to Rashford. And it took a big deflection. Plays the cross, look at Xerxes! Manchester United have 2 before the break. That's more like it from Man. And here is Ahmad trying to make the most of it at the start of this second half. Over to Rashford! How about that? What a start here by Ahmad. He has Xerxes to his left. It's Xerxes! It's 4 for Manchester United. It's his second of the afternoon.
Equaling strike from
Westwood. He joins Brian Roy as...
Space for Werner. Werner with Udogie as the decoy. And here is Johnson! Brennan Johnson, barely in the game. Robinson, Iwobi, that's neatly done. Alex Iwobi has 3 to aim for. He's pulled it back. Oh, what a strike from Kearney! It's just as good as Johnson's at the other end.
Saka then gets the kick across, and it has worked for Arsenal. And who else? Saka's left to Ødegaard, given back to Bukayo Saka, cut right across, and Trossard makes it 2. A beautifully worked move. Ødegaard from the spot, hits the right spot, evades the reach of Fabianski. Kai Havertz away, the defender's missed it, it could be 4. It is! It's turning into another brawl. Salah trying to slide one through. Wan-Bissaka! Well, just when we were writing West Ham, Bissaka. Emerson will take it. Oh! Something incredible might just be happening here.
It's an absolute beauty. Storm.
Bukayo Saka places it. And Arsenal breathe a little easier.
It's Kluivert who steps up against Salah, rolls it into the back of the net, and it's just the start that Bournemouth won. Wolverhampton Wanderers looking to strike back early, and they have done! Jürgen Strand-Larsen with the equaliser, and what a start! Nice back heel from Evan Nielsen. This is lovely football from Bournemouth. Goal, Milos Kerkez. Kluivert scores again, and Bournemouth are 3. These played got their first. Strand-Larsen, will he go for goal? What a good decision from Jürgen Strand-Larsen, his second goal of the game, and it's Justin Kluivert for the hat-trick. What a day for Justin Kluivert, and what a day for Bournemouth.
It's the deep one. Reina going in. Ended up deflecting into the back of the net. It's a goal again from a back.
Feeds it to Watkins. Just something to be crowded out. Rodgers are going for goal and finding the back of the net superbly. Oh, it just sneaks past Flecken, who got a hand to it. And he finds Watkins, now Cash, who makes it 3. After just 33 minutes, the Villains... Chance to shoot, surely, for the Dane. Does shoot, does score, and Brentford have one back.
Well, it's a good finish, Dan.
Swung in deep to Housen. Bournemouth's first set piece, and it is they who are heading in the right direction.
The attacks...
The appropriate distance, it is Young! He's found a gap! And he's found a goal of mighty meaning for Everton! And Tarkowski in similar position, Mikalenko, Mangala! Little help on the way, but it's a massive help to the cause of it. Neil's ball, it's quite a crowd scene, Jose Sarr is nowhere! Well in the... Mike McNeil's delivery, a real teaser! And Everton take full advantage. Dominic Calvert-Lewin makes it 4.
Oh, dangerous, given to Iwobi, that's a gift! That is an absolute gift from Verbruggen. Brighton untidy. Here's Baliba, good strike, great strike! Brighton level! The power from Carlos Baliba. Herrera, it's in. Fulham regain their lead. It's very difficult to see where the ball glides. Robinson, Iwobi. How classy is that? The touch, the finish,
sublime. The game belongs to...
Mateta, step over has got him away from Greaves.
Oh, what a finish.
Crystal Palace in front. Magnificently taken by Jean-Philippe Mateta.
Vardy was on his way early. For the moment there is no flag, and Jamie Vardy is in here and steers it in, and now the flag is raised, and I think he knew it always was going to be. McAteer, El Canoes, 2 for Leicester, and goals for the Foxes. From Kilman, who's now trailing in the race. Patson Dakar went himself and seals the deal for Leicester City. Somerville touched in, one back. And absolutely no sense of celebration.
And are they back to business? Still Doku. Here's De Bruyne! What a strike from the Doku for Manchester City. Still going! Great goal!
Guimaraes.
Issa! What a strike!
A touch away from Van Dijk.
Salah. Up against Hall. Oh, he's pulled it back for Jones! Brilliant finish. Gordon maybe. Gordon goes for it and scores!
Anthony Gordon.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's Salah! It's Liverpool! Callister. Jones. Alexander-Arnold. Salah on the spin! He has done it again!
With his back to goal, and instinctively knows where the bottom.
In from Guimaraes. Kelleher decides to leave it! And that was the wrong decision! Fabian Schär!
First corner of the game, and in! How easy was that? Axel Disasi. Again. Well, he didn't deal with that, and Aribo scores! A mistake by Enzo Fernandez! And there's the equaliser for Saints! Picked off. And Nkunku scores. Oh, that is a familiar tale for Southampton this season. Yet here, alarm bells ringing for Saints again. And there's goal number 3, Noni Madueke. Nkunku, and it's in. Cole Palmer touches it over the line to make it 4-1. Sancho knocked offside. He blasts it in. The flag stays down, and there's number 5. He timed it to perfection. Jadon Sancho.
Durant with a chance. Durant taking the chance. And taking his chance to start. John Durant.
Tiptoeing his way into the Newcastle box, and Boomo! Brentford strike first, they strike up. Murphy just opens up for him here, and it's headed in by Alexander Isak. Cheaply given away, Wissa. Still Johan Wissa! Cold home sumptuously! Murphy pulls it back, Harvey Barnes. Still Harvey Barnes! 2-2! This is off. He bore the target, ball runs through to Collins! Brentford back ahead! For the 3rd time. Lynch up with Schade, still Kevin Schade! Game over! It is another fantastic.
Munoz bearing down on goal! What a fantastic start from Crystal Palace! Haaland is there, and there's the equaliser! As simple as that! From Will Hughes. It's Lacroix! What a time to get his first! Oh, it slipped through for Lewis! Fantastic finish from Rico Lewis! Well, let's see.
Beto, chance, goal! And Liverpool can't believe there isn't a flag. For the second. Salah. Teased in, and the header makes it 1-1 from Alexis McAllister. Everton in front for 4 minutes. O'Brien had to be careful. There's Jones and Salah. For all Everton's pressure, for all their knocking. Hoisted in hope towards Beto. Irabunum. Tarkowski! What a finish to the last ever derby at Goodison. A thunderous Everton equaliser.
Here's Raul Jimenez now for Fulham. Jimenez! First attack, first goal. Still gets there. And in! Another set piece, another Arsenal goal. This time it's Saliba.
Davis. O'Shea. Now Burgess. Chaplin to put Ipswich in front. Kekas. Norwich has come out a long way. And Bournemouth get their equalising goal. Younes are now almost embarrassed to claim that. Semenyo. Now Philip Billing. Great save by Norwich. But Ouattara pounces. And in second half stoppage time, Bournemouth may well have stopped.
One full back to another. It's Tariq Lamptey. Goes himself and goes brilliantly. Tariq Lamptey opens the scoring. It's going to win. Yankuba Minte could finish it here. He's twisting and turning and still going. And that might be the goal that gives Brighton and Hove Albion. Deckled over Reed. Jamie Vardy scores. Maybe, just maybe, Leicester City aren't finished yet. Mavididi breaks it up. He's got Jamie Vardy. Bobby Deckled over Reed. Listen to the noise.
Forest have scored one from a corner this season, Chris Wood. And they've got another one! What a start for Milenkovic and for Nottingham Forest as they go a goal up here. They slotted it through brilliantly and Hoyland follows up and Manchester United are level. Way to Callum Hudson-Odoi and it's Gibbs White and it completely wrong-footed Andre Onana and for the second time in this match. That's a Silva. Wood with a header back across. And it's in! Look at Martin. Great run from Diallo. Can he take it all the way? It's Fernandes! And a route back into this game is offered to Manchester United.
Middle, Son's there too. Johnson, Solanke! It's a Tottenham Hotspur! Again, Kulusevski's onto it. Dejan Kulusevski!
Cucurella's coming to the bed.
Sancho, terrific goal! That is a piercing... Right on the hour. Cole Palmer is the man. Cole Palmer, lovely change of direction. Enzo Fernandez! Cole Palmer. Oh. Maddison round the back. James Maddison, son! 3-4.
In goes the corner to the back post, and it was a free header as well! It's gone all the way for Solskjaer! The time he had! How's your touch? Pretty good. Mike Nori. Doherty! Kudus. Bowen. Bowen! It's fabulous! It's Paquetá, the pause! The goal! Well, West Ham United. And he come up with here something special indeed! What a wonderful free kick!
Joel Pedro.
Sent by Will Hughes, certainly not away, but it's in! Trevor Chalobah!
Lamptey has certainly committed himself and leaves a bit of space for Tyrick Mitchell and Salah! It's two!
It's a hard one for Bruggen to...
Lost his bearing, Salah didn't, he can finish it here, it's Salah! Salah puts the seal on a glorious after... Crystal Palace have. Anderson will want his clean sheet. He won't get it, it's bubbled in.
Number 71 for him so far. Cross comes in, Cucurella! There's the breakthrough! Brentford unable to get... Again, one-on-one with Pinnock. Nicholas Jackson makes it two! Moment, he's away here. Can he bring Brentford back into this game? He can! Well, this one isn't settled just yet. By Anthony Robinson. Whizzes it across and Pereira's there! What a ball! What a finish! What a moment for Fulham at Anfield! Space for Salah. Knocks it all the way in! And in it goes! Cody Gakpo! Well, they didn't have to wait. Sliding it through for Robinson again. Oh, he's tucked it back and it's in! Rodrigo Muniz!
Iwobi now feeds that ball in.
Jota twisting, turning, scoring! Returning with a bang! A huge Liverpool goal.
De Bruyne went short, Gundogan. De Bruyne squeezes something in, and Manchester City have a lead! Josko Gvardiol! How they've thirsted for that!
Well, it's been such a poor game.
Bruno Fernandes may have dug out the Reds. And through the middle, he's got a touch on it. And Ahmad has scored for Manchester United! In the 90th minute!
Ahmad, what have you through to Gordon? Oh, wonderfully worked! Jacob Murphy! Towards Lewis Hall! Surely Bruno Guimaraes is there to put it away! So, when they like that, Hall's cross! Alexander! He's set this time! Too quick into the path of Murphy! The man who started it all off!
McGinn. McGinn plays it in. Duran! Very much Aston Villa's. Force front line more aware than ever now, staying onside as it's clipped across. And they have got it, it's Milenkovic! Second week running. In the most of it though, Cash under pressure, loses out to Elliot Anderson. Driven across, they've done it! And what an impact Anthony Elanga has had!
Excellent, good strong run forward here for Madison. 37 seconds. How they needed that. He's taking a touch on his way through for Son. 2-0. And they double that early advantage.
Salah has got Kulusevski and Solanke to try and pick out. It's Solanke! And he's put in for 3 by Kulusevski. It's Salah! It's 4 with a sense of real inevitability. Southampton 0, top from Son. Madison keeping his feet brilliantly and squeezing it in for a delicious 5th.
Hutchinson! Hutchison, and it's off the line. Now it's back to Chaplin. Oh, it's an own goal. It was Chaplin's strike, but Totti somehow has put the ball. Now here's Gonzalo Guedes. Nudges it in, and there is the equaliser. It had been such a long time in coming. Every Wolves player back inside the 6-yard box now, and they don't clear it, and Ipswich have stolen all 3 points. It's Jack.
He's down for now, Rodgers, and now Turan! Aston Villa have got... McGinn, it's Rodgers. Rodgers!
What a goal. What a goal.
There's that celebration. There's Foden. Oh, Foden again, he could be in here. Maybe it's not done yet.
Wow.
The picture changes. But...
Williams. Much of the joy has been down this side for Forest. Williams cross. It's Ola Aina. From out of nothing, Nottingham Forest strike first, and again it comes down the left. Here's Alanga, and still Alanga. Oh, brilliant! Anthony Alanga with a fabulous solo goal.
To take on Richards, gets his cross away pass. He was in the middle. Gabriel was too, and it's Jesus again. What a week he's having, and all against Crystal Palace. Salah goes for goal and finds the goal. What a response from Crystal Palace. Gabriel is trying to get there. It was Lerma who got to him. Jesus! He's placed another one! An incredible first quarter of an hour for Gabriel Jesus. Pulled back by Martinelli. Jesus! And followed in by Havertz. Well, Jesus only denied a hat-trick by the post. Behind Nathaniel Klein. Jesus! That should have been the hat-trick. Rice! And it is turned in by Gabriel Martinelli. He needs that goal. Calafiori. Rice turns and hits one, and hits it brilliantly. Inch perfect.
Well, I was calling for this man to come on at half-time for Arsenal.
And what a start for Newcastle United. Murphy. Oh, fabulous. As a format, well, that was risky. Isak, it's a gift. Ipswich creating their own problems in first half stoppage time. Isak, oh, that's superb. What a way to complete the hat-trick.
Wow. Into the Leicester box, and he might break here for Guedes. Fabulous finish. Well, they didn't see much on, and he might have... Big mistake, and Wolves are in. It's 2. Calamity in the back for Leicester. There's Rodrigo. He links up with Cunha. Matheus Cunha off the post and in. What a first half it is for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Housen is there, and it's in. Bournemouth silence Old Trafford. And he scores. Bournemouth's penalty-taking expert does it again. And it's looking like a... Manchester United have to steady the ship here. Ouattara and Semenyo! That may well do it for Bournemouth. They are full of festive...
Alexander-Arnold, Liverpool's lead. Luis Diaz breaks through.
The cross is some whip. It's absolutely perfect.
Szoboszlai's up. Liverpool are 2 up. Alexis McAllister's tiptoed in.
They've been knocking on the door since that.
Maddison has it back. It's James Maddison. And Tottenham have an interest. It's Salah. It's Szoboszlai. It's a smooth Liverpool. Luis Diaz Cody Gakpo! Szoboszlai, Salah! They're tearing it up in London town!
That's sublime.
Hungry for more, and Szoboszlai, and Salah, and 5! Solanke, Kulusevski!
Decides to stand up and try and block the pass through, leaves a big gap in behind him. Strike.
Bergvall. Johnson, Solanke! 3-5.
Nice finish. It's over the top of Virgil van Dijk's head.
Szoboszlai, Salah, Diaz! It's crazy, it's fun.
Fabianski got something on it, but it's played in. Brighton lead. FIFA, his first goal in English. Through the centre now, and Bowen going for goal, and the header is in. Kudos was there, and West Ham have equalised.
Trossard. Dangerous delivery. Kai Havertz gives Arsenal the lead. The persistence.
Arne, still he goes on. Oh, that's beautifully done.
He's still got plenty to do when he picks up possession.
It's another delightful ball in. Here's Wilson. Fulham level through Harry Wilson. And up here. And they've won it. Fulham have won it surely now. Through Rodrigo Muniz. The late show again.
That's it in. And Ayew fires it in. Well, it's not the first time that Leicester have taken the lead at Anfield, but it might be the most getting the better of Justin. Firing in! Just glorious! Just glorious from... Broken up by Soumare, but this is Salah. Now McAllister and Curtis Jones! The Liverpool second half seed. At the moment they're on course to do that. They can make it more comfortable though with Salah. Oh yes!
Bernardo Silva. The cross and there's the goal! When they need it most, Bernardo Silva delivers from the cross, and it falls to the feet of Njai. Brilliant! That is exactly the response that Everton needed.
Joe Linton striding forwards. Gordon opens up! Inside 90 seconds! Newcastle's... Guimaraes. Murphy. Their patience is rewarded. Onana gives it straight to Joe Linton. Is the time for a third? It took a deflection.
Right, he's got options left and right. Elanga's calling for it. Here is Elanga. Elanga gets there. Brilliant. Classic Forest. Gibbs right with a wonderful through ball, and Anthony Elanga with a is
the Mexican. It'll be towards the far post. There's Souček once again. Ramsdale thought about coming. It's flicked on him and put into the back of the net. And West Ham lead, and perhaps against the run of play, the Hammers are in.
Really crowding. Onana. Has it gone straight in, or was there a touch? Cunha's claiming it. And they're away here to wrap it up. Put away from Cunha's unselfish pass.
João Pedro, and it's picked up here by Adingra! It's Brighton who strike first!
Credit to Adingra, he picks up the...
For Aston Villa. He's done just that, right in the corner. The goal. Brooklyn got a touch. Watkins. That's a lovely ball back. Rodgers! Well, when you want to end the year on a homer. João Pedro. Oh, what a finish! Tarek Lamptey certainly got hold of that one.
Here's Burma. Squeezes it into the near post. They've hardly had a kick, but it's first blood. Burma back defending, goes the wrong way. Comes for Partey, good save. And he's put it on the follow-up by Jesus. Arsenal back on level terms. Now comes Flecken, punches it straight into the traffic, and he's put it. Miguel Marino.
You watch the goalkeeper, Mark Flecken here. Ball comes right in underneath him.
Shape on the ball in from Waneri, which causes problems, big problems. Brilliantly dispatched by Gabriel Martinelli. It's a smart finish.
One-on-one with Munoz. Sarr comes over to offer some assistance. Walker-Peters glides past Munoz, finds Armstrong, and Southampton have the lead through Tyler Dibbling. Well, it was acutely cracked. Comes the corner, Ramsdale made his mind up early. He might have got it wrong as Shalabar wheels away. Might just get on the end of this. There was some hesitation from Ramsdale. Eza, edge of the area, brilliant strike! It was beyond Ramsdale in a flash. Eberezer.
Tenor, little 1-2. How does Wood finish? He finishes fantastically. His 11th goal of the season. Wood passes on. Big chance for the second here. A classic counter-attack, and Gibbs White puts Nottingham Forest 2 ahead.
Pretty packed penalty area again. Awaiting this delivery. And it's a free header. Brilliantly taken by Raul Jimenez. And just like that. This is Evan Nielsen. Oh, brilliantly done. That's a wonderful finish. And Bournemouth are back on. Beat. Robinson wants it. Robinson has it here. And that's Wilson. Fulham's lead is restored. Anytime you make it well like that. Semenyo can get his shot away, but there's the chance for Ouattara. Dinks it over and in. Coolly done for 2-2 by Dongo Ouattara. Scores.
And Hutchison! Oh my word! It's 2-0!
What about a moment here? Snapshot taken. And Savinho following up and scoring. That's more like it for Manchester City. Right from the substitute of De Bruyne onto Savinho. Now they'd love a goal here through Haaland. Took that one. Now the smile is back. Their best move of the second.
Guimaraes. Hall well advanced from full-back. In by Lewis Hall. Isak! In next to no time. Silences the threat. Mazraoui in reverse. Gordon taunting him. And dashing in to double Newcastle United's lead is Jarlinton.
Wolves have taken this free kick smartly, and it is called towards goal, and it's a brilliant strike. Oh, that is a brilliant strike from Pedro Porro over this corner, and there is the header. There's the response. It is an emphatic response from Tottenham. Through for Kulusevski. Kulusevski tees it up for Johnson, and moments after they miss a penalty, Spurs have turned this one. Spots the run of Strand Larsen. The flag is down. He's gone himself. Oh, and he's put that in. He has put it in from the tightest of angles. It's such an emphatic finish from Strand.
Diaz trying to slide it through. It's come back to him, Luis Diaz! And West Ham pay the price. Salah just leaves it in case he was offside. He wasn't there when the ball was played to him. Brilliant turn from Salah, and Gakpo! Well, Gakpo scores it, but Salah was a big... It's Salah! And no one has deserved it more. Liverpool don't know. From Jones. Here's Grafenberg. Alexander-Arnold launched one! And the movement caught the goalkeeper out. He was stood rooted. Has carried it a distance, lays it off to Jota! And
Elements sent in again. Vestergaard to Ross Barkley, who fires Aston Villa into the lead. Well, it felt as if it... Jamie Vardy making his way into the penalty area. Vardy's there, beaten away by Martinez, but followed up by Steffi Mabedini. Leicester City level. Building onto that. Martson now, can he pick someone out? He can! Villa back ahead. And it's Leon Bailey.
And on by Ouattara for Kirkes.
Brooks! What a glorious strike from David Brooks!
Nwaneri. And he's forced it in! Another wonderful moment in the young career of Ethan Nwaneri. Only his second... João Pedro equalises. And Arsenal can see more points slipping away here.
Foot here. Beautiful play. Palmer! Beautiful goal from Chelsea. What a move. What fabulous work. Make this chance count. Is there a cross? Mateta! Their second half rewarded with an equaliser.
Hangs it up and back off the crossbar. Now Smodics! Sam Smodics rifles it in for Ipswich Town. Broadhead's crosses. Jimenez finds the back of the net. And Fulham find themselves kick through him. Well, he puts plenty through that. Nearly breaks into the roof of the net. So effective, so brave. Bruno Fernandes. Lisandro Martinez! Thunders it in for Manchester! McAllister. Gakpo! Fabulous goal! Amongst the men of Liverpool's moment. Mo Salah! Garnacho's cross, and that! Well, that shakes it up again!
But Todibo read the danger, which will return from Savinho. Well, he grabbed his first City goal last. Dances away from Sofal, looks for Haaland! That is a beautifully constructed Manchester City goal. From back onto it, here is Haaland. All he needs is the finish. And he is so good at producing that. We just... Here's De Bruyne. He's got Foden with him. It's Foden for four. Socek and Fulkrug. Rare moment of positivity in front of goal for West Ham United.
The piece, Sharda into the goal. It goes. What a cool finish that was. And Bomo! That should do it. 3-0. 3 points on the road. Tees it up, and this should be a fourth goal, and it is. Well, it could be 5 for Brentford, because Wissa's in here. And like Chelsea...
Pedro Porro in support. And Solanke! Less than 3.5 minutes. And here's Anthony Gordon. And doesn't that just sum Tottenham up? They're
been in front for 2 minutes. Murphy. And Murphy across, and it's gone in. Dragashin had a part of it. Isak may have got a touch as well.
Elanga, Gibbs White! It would be him. Back at wall. Blows into action. Excellent search from Hudson-Odoi and the pull back toward. That's what Nottingham Forest are all about. All here for Forest. It's Ward-Prowse. It's Awani. It's 6 wins in a row in the Premier League.
Corner's been taken. Gabriel's header is going to fall for Son. That's the opener for Tottenham. It's a glorious technique. All of Arsenal's early great grip on that one. And it is in. And it's Gabriel again.
The goalkeeper tries to backpedal and just runs into body.
Odegaard with the vision to spot Trossard. Brilliant goal! Leandro Trossard! 2 goals in 4 minutes. De Bruyne is ball in here. Foden tiggles it in. The kind of free-flowing football that has won them title after title. Might be a few more in evidence in a moment here. Savinho, straight at the goalkeeper. Foden, straight past him. Phil Foden destroying Brentford again. In from Damsgaard. Ake missing it. Wissa didn't. Game on. Brentford back in it. Still time for them to salvage something yet. And there it is! A Christian Norgard header.
Here's Jackson, who is one of the who's been here for a long time, and that's 1-0 made by Jackson, scored by Farmer with typical aplomb. Jackson cannot escape free Bournemouth here against a very well-practiced penalty taker, and there's absolutely nowhere near it. Clivert. Here's Semenyo. Oh. It's rifled into the net. Favours the right foot of Reece James. Who does favour it? It certainly does.
A chance here, and they get it! That is the moment that Aston Villa needed, and Ollie Watkins was right there to make.
Found Iari. And this is Matt O'Reilly, and that's Mitoma! And Brighton break through just shy of the hour. Iari flick from Welbeck. It's 2! Ruta pounce!
They've been pushing for a second.
Mateta is found here, and he's round the goalkeeper, and it is 1-0. Crystal Palace score, and they do indeed break the deadlock, and it's that man Mateta. This free kick for Palace, clipped in towards Mitchell. In fact, it's that was flicked on. Oh, and it's over the line, is it? Yes, it is. Southampton lead. Would you believe it? Blocked by Walker-Peters, and there goes again! He scores some big goals! Set back to Eriksson, back towards Ahmad! This boy is special! And here he is again! To Kappa. Not the give and go he planned, but it worked. And it's in! Of course it is! He is having the Gimenez. Ball through to Isak. In. 2 for Newcastle. 2 for them.
Shaw. He got himself in the way. And there's Gordon! When Isak isn't scoring them, he's making them.
Doy. Crisply to Elanga. Here's Wood. 1-0 Forest. And that's what he and that's what they have been doing all season long. So the newly arrived Simicast will take this. Into a good area. And immediately he yields the goal. One substitute tees up the other. Diogo Jota.
Lukic and Iwobi. Oh, it's an opportunity and it's a goal. Brilliantly taken. Carlos Salah drive. Wan-Bissaka. It's Thomas Jota. It's in towards Jimenez. Fulham have pulled the goal back. Not entirely sure that Raul hit. Oh, problems for Leno and problems for Fulham. They can't stop doing it. Iwobi. They've got one back. Flighted in by Alex Iwobi again. And
this is Trossard, and Martinelli coming in on it, and somehow... No, he hasn't kept it out, Martinez. It's crossed the line. Delivers, and it's two. And Kai Havertz gets his first goal against Aston Villa. Stingley swings it in, Tielemans is in there. And the recovery is on for Aston Villa. Yuri Tielemans' first Premier League goal.
He's in the box now, can they work in position?
Cash does get it across, and Watkins! They are at it again at the Emirates.
It's a nap.
Trent Alexander-Arnold and Darwin Núñez! What a time! What a time! And another! Darwin Núñez at the double!
In an old gold. Strand Larsen doing it, but it's through to Reece James. Into the crowd of players and into the goal that's been awarded. Until Cunha gets it in. Sanchez hasn't got it out. It's loose and it's in. Matt Doherty got the final touch. In by Madueke. Little touch by Dewsbury. Oh, and in by Cucurella. Repeats itself. The quarterback coming, Salah, and Madueke follows it in. Well, Madueke thinks he was the one who got it across the line.
Nice play from Everton. Calvert-Lewin trying to fashion the chance. Oh, he certainly did. A much-needed goal at Goodison for Dominic. Calvert-Lewin on the move, but Ndiaye might fancy this himself. Oh, beautifully done. What a goal! That's a magic moment. Iliman Ndiaye. Hangs it to the back post. Tarkowski's header. Flicked on. Oh, goal! What a first half for the Toffees. Maddison or Pickford went for it. The goal's open for more. Kulusevski! That's a lovely finish. And Tottenham do get on the score sheet. And Kulusevski probably their best. Moore's ball in is a lovely ball! Hold on a minute. Richarlison at the back post.
Clear of Johnson, in for De Bruyne. And turned in by Foden. And the champions are up and running on the road.
Well, this is a bit more...
Doku. Foden. Kovacic drills in number 2. He left nothing to chance. That is the... Taken up by Doku. Rolled in for Kevin De Bruyne. And set back for Foden to score. That is City. Doku. Jeremy Doku's dancing and scoring. City out of sight. Jeremy Doku. Clark's pass was read by Doku. Jeremy Doku. Erling Haaland has his say. There's a decade ahead to enjoy moments like that. Kovacic. Aimed it at McAtee. 6-love.
Harry Wilson, who just hooks it back across goal. Lukic with the header. Fulham into the lead. Emil Smith-Rowe stooping in to cash in. Wilson. Adama Traore meets it and finishes it fantastically. Wonderfully crafted by Fulham.
And Karim Matoma is in unselfishly to Minte. And that is what Brighton are all about. Fernandez rolls it in. Trust. Liore was caught there. And Mitoma has put that one in. And the goal is good this time. And Brighton. Lovely for Ayari. He's gone a bit early with that. Although Onana fumbles. It's a horrible mistake from Andre Onana. And Jorginho Rutter was there to pound.
Semenyo pulling this back, but Kluivert! They deserve it. Much the better side in the opening 5 minutes.
The cutback is...
Good delivery as well. 1-1. Bruno Guimaraes. It's all about the quality of the corner. The Guimaraes finding it. It's Kluivert. It's 2. Cheap goal for Newcastle to concede. And it's Adams for Kluivert. And the son of Patrick has a hat-trick. A stunning goal from Justin. Bournemouth still hungry for more. The cherry on top of the cake for the Cherries.
There's not many teams come to St James's Park and
for the surging Elliot Anderson, who might think he has a shot. Think about it, he does, and delivers. Heavy touch could be made to pay. Here's Callum Hudson-Odoi, doesn't mind it from this sort of range. Doesn't mind it at all. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Towards Wood, Chris Wood does it again! Well, Nottingham Forest now having a party. Comes to Leslie Ugochukwu, fires it, takes a deflection, and it finds a way in. A foothold for Southampton. Leslie Ugochukwu. Fernandez delivers towards Onuachu! Surely not! Paul Onuachu!
One-on-one with Kilman here. Mateta! What a blistering finish from Crystal Palace. Here goes Mateta. And it's squeezed past Fabianski, who must have thought he was going to save it.
And Ollie Watkins and Jacob Ramsey on the dash to score a belting goal. Flung in by Alvarez, Ederson! He's flown in backstick and grabbed the Hammerson equaliser.
Kluivert, this kind of range, he scored the third last week. Oh, he's done it again. Well, he just saw the space in front of him. Semenyo in the box, Brooks hovering around the edge, but it is Wutara who does find the back of the net. That's back. Look at this. Here it's Wutara, and he goes. Wutara. Well, there's no doubt about that one. Renair fancies a goal himself. It's bunched awkwardly for Sales, and it's Wutara who steers it home. Wutara stays shut. Semenyo up against Milenkovic. Semenyo! Well, once again.
NDI slides it into the corner. An Everton lead at the Amex.
And this time,
Liverpool's
head, but it's all going to be worth it.
So with a good ball, there it is! Remain at it!
Joe who checks and pulls it back. Collier was arriving, couldn't get to it in time. Then the deflection gives Manchester United the lead. Lisandro Martinez buying a ticket from distance, and the deflection is
Szoboszlai, and it opens up big time. It's a brilliant finish with the cross, and it came to who else but Mo Salah. It's quite brilliant finish. Quickly into Szoboszlai, and Gakpo follows up. It's another one for Liverpool. The Premier. Alexander-Arnold's cross. Cody Gakpo this time.
What a ball.
Cizo's corner, and they've got to go back. Jacob Greaves knocks it in.
The smallest.
Trevor Chalobah was up towards Nicholas Jackson, and Kasanov's header is short. Jackson lays the ball across, and it's a goal for Chelsea, for Noni Madueke, and it is a mistake from the new signing this time, and it's going to break for Guardiola. And if anyone in Manchester City's ranks,
Haaland.
Goalkeeper's come a long way and pays for it. Sanchez went walkabouts, and Haaland finds his top. This could settle it for Manchester City. And now the feeling in this.
Can he tease one in? He does. That's perfect! And there's the response. Jan Bednarek against McCarthy. And that is as cool as you like. Isaki's through. He might get another. He has. Deadly. Just too quick and deadly. Newcastle for Southampton. What a lovely, brilliant Tonali racing through the centre. This for three. Taken like a real goal scorer.
A bit of room to measure across towards Richarlison, and Tottenham do get the breakthrough. Richarlison into the Tottenham penalty area, sends in the cross. Jamie Vardy brings Leicester City level inside the opening minute of the second half. He's trimmed as he have here. El Khanous going for goal, and he finds it as well. What a turnaround here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
He's had the attempts.
Martinelli with the ball in towards Havertz, and Semedo didn't clear it. And there is the opening goal of the game from Ricardo Calafiori, the substitute.
Kanji got into trouble. It's played forward here for Kai Havertz. And it's gone! Arsenal are out of the blocks! Foden. Savinho. Haaland! One big touch!
Oh, wrong way. He needs to go for Gabriel, surely. He's not done though.
Thomas Partey! It's running! And Arsenal have their lead back in a choice! There's joining in now. Rice. Miles Lewis Skelly! The boy becomes a man! Havertz. Now he scored! That's how it feels! What a hit! What a hit! What a start! What a game!
Can he break the deadlock? He certainly can! His 20th Premier League goal of the season! Jones out to Salah, and he looks to pick his spots, and he's done it quite beautifully.
As Mo Salah gets this, you know what he wants to do. Seen it so many times through the years.
Tottenham corner, whipped it in, decent delivery, in it goes! Well, what about that? From Son, he looks surprised. Son Spence still has the energy to get forward, and they might be in here. Tottenham, they are! It will be! For Salah!
He pokes it through the legs of Valdemarsson.
Here's Jared Bowen. Bowen for West Ham! Jared Bowen back in the West Ham side and punishing Chelsea. All the way through. It's Enzo Fernandez. It's a brilliant block. It's Pedro Neto.
He's going with instinct.
Palmer. Oh, in it goes! How did he manage that?
Games. They've got an opportunity here. And the Corey has scored. Incredible start. There's an opportunity for a second goal. What a start. Goes Beto. Chance for three. It's deja vu. It's three in the first half, for goodness. And Jai's through here.
Walker-Peters. By Fernandez. And Southampton go in front. It's Joe Aribo. 20 minutes played. Broadhead. Delap away from the challenge. And equalises for Ipswich. Cool and coming forward now. Sugawara's made a late run into the penalty area. It's a good save by Muric, but Southampton go in front. Paul Onuachu.
Oh, it's off the crossbar and in! Jean-Philippe Mateta. It's Malasar through to Munoz, who has Mateta free in the middle. He can seal it here! He does! Old Trafford has been a happy hunting ground for Palace in recent times. Always Murphy! It's a lovely pick out. Jimenez took a deflection, I think. Got Fulham, have their equaliser. Kick in a good place. It's Pereira and Muniz has turned it in. The subs combine to great effect.
Away from danger, but only as far as Gibbs White now. Charging forward here for Forest, looks to place it. It's in. Own goal by Dunk. Elanga takes it, flicks on, it's in. Morgan Gibbs White. Elanga. There's a header. It's a third. And this time it's Chris Wood who gets it. Elanga. Charging forward now for Forest. Still going Wood! And Chris Wood makes no mistake. It's a hat-trick for him this afternoon. Matters worse for Brighton. Still going. Sangare was on his way through. Williams! Here's Jota Silva. Could he make it? Yes, he got it for Nottingham Forest. How about that?
Sarabia rolls one through, and what a start for Wolverhampton Wanderers and for Jean-Rigner Bellegarde. Cunha waiting for Rodrigo Gomes to get forward, shoots himself and settles it. And that.
To get away from Matson, gets his crossing. It's touched on by Liam Delap. He scored against Aston Villa again, and the 10 men against all odds. It is Marcus Rashford off the bar, turned in by Ollie Watkins. Aston Villa back on level terms. A big helping hand from Mark.
Wow, brilliant touch from Mitoma, and a brilliant finish. Out of the top draw by Karu. Still Rutan.
And it hit the goalkeeper as much as anything else. Minto makes it two! Chelsea at 6. Welbeck gets it. Back to Minto. And Minto squeezes it in. It's as if Jorgensen wasn't there.
Beto with a great chance for Everton, and he's taken it. Well, they haven't created much in this first half, but we're given. Wharton back in. Brian Tarkowski going for the same ball, and Mateta's in! The flag stays down. Mateta. Cross sung towards the back post, so Brian is there. Appeals for handball. Young with a shot. Surely they're going to score here. They do. Alcaraz. Don't worry about the handball because Everton back in front again.
Traore whips in the cross. Smith Rowe's header! And this time Fulham do take the lead. Fabulously crafty goal. One from Forest, but Chris Wood has a chance here, and he tucks it away. Chris Wood at his brilliant best. Comes in, Raul Jimenez meets it. Bassi! Fulham back ahead.
Good little flick. Queued it for Arsenal. Timber. Waneri. And the header, which may settle the game from the new centre forward, Mikel Merino. And there's Merino again. 2 for the makeshift number 9. And the game
towards the middle, and Jota's got forward as well now. Salah, will it run for Diaz? Well, he helps it over the line. He falls into it, Luis Diaz, and in doing so, scores his first goal. Salah. Did you ever doubt him? The Premier League's. As Wolves look to line up an opportunity. It's Cunha. It's a great finish from Matheus Cunha, and the outcome of this match is suddenly back in the balance.
And Marmoush is in! And sometimes direct is good. Oh, it's up again for Marmoush. Chasing a third. It's a hat-trick! Wow! Omar Marmoush again! Gundogan's corner, Haaland's flick! And it's turned in by McAtee!
Visitors. Christie's delivery is a good one, and it's glanced in!
Undefendable, that cross from Christie. What a ball in.
Bournemouth looking for a second. It's Christie, provider. Oh, goal scorer! Well, what a couple of moments for Ryan Christie. Can they find a goal that would surely lift this place? Well, there it is, right on cue. Sulemana has scored.
They have stuck with it.
It's been a boom for this third goal. It's Tavernier. He lines up the shot, and that is emphatic. Well, just
by Bentancur. Son flashes it across. Bergvall has a hit. It's fired in by Madison, and Tottenham lead. Shut up. Saved by Areola. Brilliantly saved, not once but twice, and a third time. How on earth did that stay out? It's in. It's crossed the line, and now Brentford can.
Wan-Bissaka, good ball in, and Bowen is there to meet it. Well, well, well. East London celebrations in the north.
So driving it into a dangerous area, and Enzo Fernandez showed himself to get there and to turn it past Martinez. Decent ball across, and Rashford puts it in. Turned home in the end by Asensio, but the flag is up. Liverpool back to Tielemans. Rashford fires it across, and it's gone through. Asensio again. Jorgensen in goal will wonder.
from Gomez.
Oh, it runs through ties! Goal for Cunha! The Bournemouth defence evaporated!
Into the fray. O'Brien was up there. Dorgu heads it clear. Back from the Corey again for Beto. And Everton lead Manchester United. And in space. Here is Jack Harrison. Good save from Onana. Can't do anything about the follow-up. And Everton are two clear. Striking it right-footed and into the bottom right-hand corner. Sensational strike. Manchester United back in the game with their first. Knocked by Fernandes. Jump by Beto. Ugarte. 2-2. Spectacular. A fight back nobody saw coming 10 minutes.
Whipped in by Hughes. Dangerous delivery. Palace ahead. Max Lacroix wheels away, and after a period of pressure, it is Oliver Glasner's Munoz. Now can he pick somebody out? Munoz still, he might go for goal there! He fires it in! And now Crystal Palace do have their second.
Ipswich in retreat. And Tottenham Hotspur go in front. Son takes all the credit though for same outcome again. It's a second for Brennan Johnson. And Hutchinson! Hope of rest for Ipswich. Deflected and deflected in. Jed Spence. He picked him up. That wraps it up. That wraps it up with Ipswich with a defender out.
Damsgaard looking to place it. And there's the opening goal for Brentford. Johan Wissa, right place and made sure. And once again, Burmo takes it, brilliant! What a strike from Brian and Burmo. And Brentford have their Burmo's delivery, brilliant delivery is a third. Norgard takes it. Well, it was still in Burmo. Well, here's a chance to try and make it four, they've got it. And Carvalho puts his name on the score sheet too. Well,
in by McAllister, on by Soboslai, hit by Salah! There's that beaming Egyptian smile again!
It was so well worked. One off the training ground.
Away from Guardiol, and set for Soboslai! Who's stopping them? Liverpool are meaningless and some.
It's the Murphy. Hudson-Odoi. Oh, he picks it out! What a start for Forest! What a return for Callum Hudson-Odoi! All back in once more. Miley with time and a flash! Brilliant moment for Lewis Miley.
There's two Forest defenders.
From Isak Hall back across, and they're going to take the lead. Murphy will claim the final touch. I think he's fronted just the man you'd want from the spot, and he does score. Just Alexander Isak, and Isak. Wow! What a first half! It's 2 for Isak. It's 4. Anderson's corner. Decent delivery, actually breaks to Wood at the back post. Oh, there's one back. Milenkovic. And he runs to get that ball. There's the corner. Now then with Gibbs White and surely. Oh, we may have a finish here. Ryan Yates.
Newcastle caused themselves so many problems. The Brazilian striding through. And that one is going to count. Looked at putting the pressure on, Minte is in. Oh, very unselfish, brilliantly done. Right in front of the times Brighton, and that's a brilliant run from Mitoma. They've worked it so well, and Mitoma has finished it just as brilliantly. What a thing of beauty. Here comes the delivery. Webster was in there. Oh, Hitchell is in there! How about that? Brighton have got 4.
Look, a long throw. We've certainly seen a fair few of those, and it's bounced all the way through. Here's Mbumo! Off the ball! Wissa! And Brentford have the lead! Well, if Mbumo can't do it, Wissa... Garner to Mikalenko. Clips it in towards the header of O'Brien. And Everton equalise. A first... An early lead. Never in doubt. So precise from the spot. Right, attacking with a real pace again. Oh, it's a screaming effort. A quite brilliant hit from Justin Kluivert to get Bournemouth back on. After setting up well back. Inch perfect. Just.
Tosin got up and wriggling in was Nkunku. And Chelsea have their lead in. And he slips in. Pedro Neto! That's a thumping finish. Sparkling Chelsea goal. But Neto flicked it in, it's 3! Thumping header from Levi Colwill. Tyreek George and Cucurella hammers it home. If there was doubt, there is doubt.
Richards and Salah! Crystal Palace take the lead. Through is Rodgers, and Rodgers scores! Route 1 from Aston Villa. Deadly, effective, and now it's Mateta, and he's buried it brilliantly! What a stunning finish from Palace's top scorer! Again, Salah! Beautifully taken. It's done well, and in! Oh, is that Nketiah? The icing on the cake for Crystal Palace. Snapped off to Soboslai, who steers it in.
It was just very easy for Diaz to slip it in.
Salah. McAllister! That's more like it from Liverpool.
Salah realised that there's no way he's getting past 2 or 3.
Johnny Villigan trying to put the pressure on, and surely this is going to be the opening goal. Easy as you like, a complete miscommunication at the back for Manchester United. Fernandes will deliver it. It's a brilliant one, and Manchester United have got the equaliser.
I think it might be an own goal. Great ball.
Delivery, not quite cleared away yet. Chance is still there. And this time, Delict. Philogene. Needed the tap in. Oh, they got it.
Philogene at the double.
Skips off. There, and there's the goal! Harry Maguire! What a start for Man!
Nico Gonzalez to Jeremy Doku, sitting into the penalty area again. Haaland, it's a tap in! Manchester City run it through as Haaland passes to the back of the net.
The near post. Comes out to Cresswell. And it's put in by Souček. There was a moment where time seemed to stand still. And West Ham were to get the second goal so close to half-time. And they have done. Well, it's Jared Bowen who's squeezed it in. Who else?
It's Essignon, one-on-one! An absolutely stunning start inside 60 seconds. Bellinghard's ball. Gomez!
He's just had a chance before.
It doesn't seem to affect him.
And here's Mooney. Sar's come out a long way, and he's punished. Well, they scored early in the first half. It's a carbon copy in the second.
Ollie Watkins going for it and finding a way through. And yet again, he does it against his old club.
For Jimenez, good first touch. Jimenez scores. Wonderful centre-forward play. Now, in it goes, and Van Hecker's there. What a moment for him. His first Brighton home. The word says it all. João Pedro. Cucurella shaping to shoot. He finds the bottom corner, and Chelsea have the breakthrough. Not closed down quick enough.
Salah. It's Salah once again. Oh, he's done it! In the 82nd minute. Heartbreak.
Oh, there's a miscommunication there between Alisson and Van Dijk. Smallwood scores at the carpet. Bottom of the Premier League. Southampton. Diaz chooses the outside channel. Yes! That certainly lifts the mood at Anfield Stage this season. Incoming. And he moves into third place. Penalty beyond the reach of the goalkeeper, and the game beyond the reach of Southampton.
Attack.
Bruno Fernandes, beauty! Now that is a pick-me-up! Timber on the overlap. Beyond Mazraoui. Timber. Rice! Belter! Crisp, crunching hit from Declan Rice. And Arsenal are level.
Arsenal have dominated possession.
Gives right to Hudson-Odoi. Trying to open City up. And he went himself and scores. And the Forest fans, the City ground, erupt as one.
Lovely shape on that cross and a fine finish. What a beautiful Bournemouth goal that is. This is Evan Nielsen. The flag stays down. Here's Salah. Son with a salvage job, sends Kepa the wrong way.
And Barnes will have another go perhaps. Sends it in this time, and they get that one right. Bruno Guimaraes on hand to give Newcastle the lead.
This to Everton, Lindstrom. This is Jack Harrison. Harrison, it's in! After 39 games without a goal, Jack Harrison has won at Molineux. Forward from Totti to Aït-Nouri and on to Bellegarde. Bellegarde, this is beautiful for Wolves, it's 1-1. That is a tremendously taken goal.
It does. Bellegarde's kick gets the flick. It's an effective one from Mikel Merino. The makeshift striker steps up to the plate again.
It's here, head in hands, Jota with a chance, and Salah says thank you very much. It's a gift. And you can't... There's McGinn. And it's Tielemans. And Villa are level. Hardly an object of it. Digne. Waiting for Villa. There's Watkins. And Aston Villa have a half-time lead. Supplied by Ollie Watkins. Alexander-Arnold. And that's 2-2. Aided by deflection.
Semenyo. Here's Kerkez. There's the cutback, and in it goes!
Well, Tavernier wheels away in celebration. Whistle rises and Brentford are level.
I mean, the spring is brilliant, and obviously Kepa, he comes out.
Sharda again. This time it bounces and in! Norgard! The moment the ball bounced is...
Picked out Souček, and there is the goal! And he's scored a few this season! Thomas Souček, who was about to be replaced for Mariola. Alcaraz, Idrissa Gueye, and it's in! Jack O'Brien, just past it.
Pereira, Muniz! Rodrigo Muniz off the bench to fire! Away with Ben Davies, Sessegnon! Just seconds after coming on!
Too easy for Forest. Ipswich struggling to... Hudson-Odoi, once this is unmarked. They don't need him. It's brilliantly done by Anthony Elanga.
He's just a sumptuous...
Elanga, clean through. A second for Anthony Elanga. A third for Nottingham Forest. They can do no wrong. By Jack Clark, good turn that by Cayuste. And Ipswich have pulled a goal back. Cleverly done by the Swede. Get to Silver in support, here he is. They've done it again from one end of the pitch to the other. Ipswich naive again. Shea. It's a terrific header from George Hurst. Ipswich
here. Hoyland, no! The drought is over for the Dane. Is trying to slide it through, and it breaks to Garnacho, and that one will count. Excellent work from Dalot, the pullback as well, and Fernandes! He is the main man for Manchester United.
Erling Haaland, never in doubt. Stupinian is poised. What a hit! What a leveller for Brighton! The Seagulls are getting room to shoot! He well and truly did! Stupinian towards Webster. Oh, there's a crowd in there, and it's enough! Perfect start to the second half for Brighton.
They're coming at Crystal Palace from all angles, especially this angle. Jacob Murphy! It's another! Barnes is onto it, and it's been diverted in for an own goal. Isak up there with him, but Harvey Barnes is having that one to himself. And Fabian Schär with a brilliant header. Caught in possession. Isak with another chance. Well, it's about time. He did that.
Everybody bar Jose Sarr in the Saints half here as the cross is swung in and headed in for the game's opening goal. Against the balance of play, maybe. But Jürgen Strand-Larsen was in the perfect place. Strand-Larsen taking the pass from Bellegarde and scoring again. Doubles the Wolves' lead. They stretch further clear inside the opening 2 minutes. There's Tyler Dibbling for Southampton. Good run. Off the post and in this time. They have hope. Onuachu has his goal. How Southampton needed.
Marino, and deflected in. Mika Moreno will take the... Marino, Martinelli, and Saka scores. The perfect return for Bukayo Saka. Muniz waits. And this time scores. Rodrigo Muniz, who's been guilty of a dreadful miss.
Maybe, but he has found Broadhead here, and he scores! Big goal for Ipswich Town from Nathan Broadhead. Oh, much from Townsend, cutting it back for Delap. 2-0. Liam Delap on target again. This is fit into the path of Cook. Palmer couldn't hold that one, and it's in from Evan Nielsen. A way back maybe for Bournemouth. And the flag has stayed down. And Marcus Rashford has his first Premier League goal for Aston Villa. With decision to make, he's cutting back. And they've nailed it into the corner. And the substitute Asensio has rounded off. Forward here, Asensio to Donyell Marlon. Oh, brilliant! Driven with his right foot into the bottom corner.
Rare. Back in by Palmer. Fernandes! Blue heaven again for Chelsea.
Gravenberch. Diaz. Sweet touch. Shot! The Reds burst through on Derby night!
And looking for Savinho. And in towards Greenish! The early boost that Manchester City so craved, and a goal that will mean a lot to Jack. Diaz in towards O'Reilly, and Hermansen had it, lost it, and Marmoush picks up the pieces. He has really taken to life at the Etihad, and is fast becoming a
big moment for Newcastle in this first half. Jacob Murphy's cross, and he's done it this time. If at first you don't succeed, try again! And it's 10 out of 10 Premier League penalties for Barnes. Tonali! Oh! How did that happen? Extraordinary! From Sandro!
Attack, Elanga's gone 40-50 yards and scores a quite magnificent opener. That is what Manchester...
It's now Downs again. Lovely one, two-touch football from Saints. Fernandes for Onuachu. Oh! There's the opening goal. Henderson couldn't keep it out. And that was a beautifully... He's given it straight to Lerma. Oh, França! There's the leveller. He's announced himself as a Crystal Palace player at last. Mateus
Larson, more space than he expected! He makes the most of it! 3 goals in 2 games for the Norwegian hitman. Great take from Morgan Rogers! Beautiful control and a finish to Matt. At the moment he's found Maatsen here, who pulls it across and Morgan makes it 2! 2 in the first 15 minutes here. And Williams cuts it across and Anderson, Jota Silva scores! Well, it looked initially as though he'd made life difficult for him.
Here's Mateta! Oh, what a breathtaking finish from Crystal Palace's top scorer. The Eagles in front. Promising, Minte. Welbeck's in there! There's the leveller for Brighton. A brilliant goal from the Seagulls. Also, Munoz to drill it. Oh, he scored! What a goal!
Back, Raheem Sterling on the front foot. Trossard. It's Trossard. It's precise for Trossard. He has a taste for scoring goals at Goodison Park. It's Enjoy! The old Goodison Roar, boom!
Alistair first to seize on it. Takes it on and scores a sensational goal!
He's not just a really good midfield player on the ball.
That's in by Pereira. Curtis Jones has got it! Sessegnon!
Sessegnon, his first block. Iwobi again. Iwobi! Fulham lead! A gift from Robertson spelled trouble.
It's such a poor...
What a fabulous touch that was by Muniz, who squeezed it under Callagher and extended Fulham's lead.
It's a fantastic touch, and it's
Bradley, and in from Luis Diaz. A quick break from Liverpool, the deficit reduced.
Conor Bradley.
O'Shea, and Delap bounces. 15 minutes played, and Ipswich. Sarabia, whose shot goes in, and Wolves are level. Cleverly taken by Pablo Sarabia. It's a hard... Andre. Sarabia. And it's been bundled in. Strand Larsen will take the claim.
He uses the overlap of Livramento and they cut through so easily. Far too easily. Newcastle United in front. Murphy with the goal. It could be something quite extraordinary. That's off the crossbar. But surely on the follow-up, Murphy can't miss. Side took the shot on early. Joel Linton checks. Good save, but can't keep up the follow-up. And Harvey Barnes with a muted celebration against his old club.
Here's Spence and he plays it into Johnson! Will Tottenham get the breakthrough that they're... And this could fall for Johnson! And he's poked it in! A 50th English League goal. It into the back post and Fernandes is there. Is there a chance here for Southampton? And they have got one. Fernandes scored it. Matisse Tell, this to settle it beyond Ramsdale, and it is a first Premier League goal.
Semenyo drives it low, spilled by the goalkeeper. Is that a keeper error? Evan Nilsson won't care. His hot streak continues. Ward-Prowse's corner. That's a substitution for West Ham to level things up. A German clips it in there. And Bowen! His home drought is over. And West Ham United have turned. It's about ball, how's it going up? And it's Toto! And Evan Nilsson again.
It's a great ball.
Partey to his right. Rice. Partey! A breakaway from a corner. Clever ball to the back post. Danger still to clear, back in, and it's Wesser at the Emirates again for Brentford.
Collins winning at the back, and it's just a swivel.
Some purpose. Robertson able to get back, but Semenyo's robbed him. Semenyo! A lightning start from the Cherries.
This is a ball that Anthony Robertson, he has to...
Here comes Pedro, scores, strokes it home.
Cool as you like, chokes it into the ground.
And Canoes, Mavididi again has scored. Leicester have scored. The drought is over. And he scores again. And he sends the keeper the wrong way once more. And he does! It's an equaliser. Okoli, the centre-half.
Johnson, who's got it into the middle, and Enciso scores! Ipswich Town lead at Stamford Bridge. So he'll have another go over Hurst. And Johnson is there to double Ipswich's lead. But will it count? In their step and a flea in their rear, here's Madueke, and that hasn't taken long.
Correa within seconds of the... Sancho! Oh, yes!
Move into... Slides it across for Diaz! Assist for Salah! Goal for Luis Diaz! And the man who... For the run of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Konate comes across, but the cross is in! Oh, it's an own goal! Andy Robertson facing his own goal! McAllister with a kick, and they've done it! Virgil van Dijk, when the captain was needed, stepped forward for the big moment!
Bit of space to try and get it across, and Eze's there! What a start for... That's a good delivery, he's gone all the way through! Well, back in the squad. De Bruyne. Brilliant. Perfection from De Bruyne, and there's Gundogan. Again on the follow-up, this time it's Marmoush. Looking for De Bruyne. Picked up here by Kovacic. Brilliant start to the second half for Manchester City. From McAtee. Surely this time.
That left foot of his is...
Another on the cards for Manchester City. Direct strike, and there is! Well, they are in.
Trippier. Isak's juggling. Oh, what a finish! Sandro Tonali! This is Alejandro Garnacho! That is a tidy take! And Manchester United are level. Livramento and Murphy, and Newcastle snatch back their lead in the person of Harvey Barnes. It's Harvey Barnes right through the heart of him. Thrilling, sharp. Oh, Joel Linton into the path of Guimaraes. Bruno's nailed it.
Here. The numbers are in Everton's favour. Through it goes to Doucouré! Abdoulaye Doucouré! Ball flicked forwards here, in off the crossbar and into the back of the net. Guess who? Ollie Watkins, who slaps the... Kind of areas where he is so dangerous. He finds Marlon! And that might just wrap it up for Aston Villa. Well, the substitutes have made all the difference. Will it be a different outcome this time? Ramsdale denies him again, but John McGinn on hand to tuck away the rebound.
Hikaru opted to punch, and he's gone all the way through! And it's Ryan Aït-Nouri who strikes first at Molineux. Hanging one awkward for the goalkeeper. Oh, it's an own goal! Jed Spence with the own goal. This is better from Tottenham. And they've got one back. It's Mattis Tell for Tottenham Hotspur.
So what about that ball from...
Now they're in here. They're in here, surely now! And Jurgen Strand-Larsen is at it again. By Davis. Surely for Spurs. And they're back in it again. Here, Mateus Cunha can finish it!
Tillman has slotted that one through. Watkins takes it on. It's deflected and it beats Nick Pope. And Aston Villa have done to New. Harvey Barnes, who curls one right across. And it's squeezed in. And Fabian Schär, who got the deflection for the Aston Villa goal. Watkins with Maatsen on the outside of him. Ian Maatsen! Villa retake the lead. It's a first. Ramsey just on. And having the desired effect. Well, Tielemans went for and eyes him. Ramsey. And Onana hits one. And they're running riot now. They are blowing their Champions League rivals out of the water.
It's Mbumo. Clean through. How about that? Wow, what a finish.
But look at this ball.
Teed in towards the penalty area and in. Welbeck scores right on the cusp of half. Burmo going for goal, and he scored again.
Do we see that ball coming in?
And the deflection goes in. Whistle will claim it, but most importantly, Brentford have a third. And Mitoma's in here and scores. Well, maybe it isn't over just yet.
Well, you never thought that Bright.
And it goes to the back of the net. The victory is confirmed. Norgard.
Manchester City far more of a threat now. And they made the breakthrough. And guess who's made the breakthrough? It's Nico O'Reilly.
He steps across
to Doku, wasn't expecting that. Gundogan, Kovacic, that wraps it up. Second half stoppage time, and Manchester City make...
Still to have an attempt at goal today, but it changes now through Alex Iwobi, who fires Fulham in front. Robinson gets a toe to it, Tony George on the turn! Chelsea do get their equaliser, what a time! For Tyreek Fernandez, he finds Pedro Neto, brilliant finish! A stunning strike from Pedro Neto, who
Trossard has got it in, an Arsenal lead. Arsenal were brutal and clinical, and they... Greaves having to get across to try and deal with Saka, unable to do so. Marino, Martinelli. Arsenal side through Ipswich to a second. Quite simply too hot to handle. Declan Rice into Trossard, that's neatly done, and so is that. Arsenal have found a way through. Zinchenko, Nwaneri, deflected and in. It's 4-0 to Arsenal. Nwaneri barely celebrates.
McAllister, it's bounced out again. Alexander-Arnold! Now it's in!
He's tucking the book in.
Will this be Wolves' best chance? It is Sarabia! It is fantastic! Only just on the field.
Anderson! Deflected in! Big early goal for Nottingham Forest! Langer whips the ball into Wood! They can't be stopped at the start of this one. Vicario decides to throw Porro over 100 touches tonight, and the latest cross. Wait. There still may be a twist.
Jared Bowen here, Jared Bowen driving forward for us, and Bowen! Doing what he does best.
This is a good, quick, incisive pass.
Walker Peters, ball spins to Chukwu, who brings Southampton level. Well, they kept on believing, and now they have their...
Drops it in, Kivior! What a brilliant header from the ball! His first goal! Eza! Oh, that's brilliant! In off the post from Ebere Eze, who bounces in, an excellent equaliser. Trossard, very good first touch. And Leandro Trossard is in red-hot form at the moment. He restores us. Tata, good strength, brilliant effort. Oh, what a goal!
Well, one back here by Smith. Evan Nielsen with a touchback. What a hit from Semenyo! Antoine Semenyo strikes against Manchester United for the second time. Oh, it's deflected in! Hoyland gets the final touch.
What a fabulous strike that was from Yassine. Jared Bowen puts it in a great area, and Kudus puts it in the back of the net.
Nobody.
And in! Thomas Souček stoops, and for the first time, West Ham leads. Bruder's across there, Mitoma! Well, West Ham had the lead, West Ham could not hold the lead. Believer!
Beto caught out, but it's Jackson, and it's 1-0 Chelsea. First goal for the Senegalese striker.
Madison with depth, that's a good header. And there is a kick in the shins for the seemingly certain Dominic Solanke.
The better header.
Salah sifted through for Soberslide. Diaz! Flags up, flags up. Evanberg. And hit by McAllister! Oh, it's a beauty! And now onto it here is Cody Gakpo! Champions now, beyond all reasonable doubt. Dominic Szoboszlai. Mo Salah! Sunshine and champagne! It's Alexander-Arnold, Diogo Jota, and touched in for number 5.
I mean, Salah was in offside position, I think, when Trent Alexander-Arnold
tried to get the beating of Cash, and did, and Bernardo Silva comes in, and Martinez cannot keep it out. The goalkeeper got hands on it, but it was strong enough for him. He pauses and rolls it in with a calm confidence. He pull it across here, he can. It's dangerous, and it's in, and Matheus Nunes has won it. Look at what it means to Pep Guardiola.
Against Palmer, up he steps, and he slots it away! Another goal for Alexander. Their foot on the pedal here, Trippier hangs one up, Palmer's missed it, and it's headed in by Dan Burn! His first Premier League goal. Trippier's ball in, and the header towards goal is a brilliant one! And it's one which gives Newcastle a 3-goal lead.
Shada, and Shada scores! Just before the break, Brentford make the breakthrough. Just deal with it. Wissa. It's Wissa! It's hauntingly similar to the first as far as Nottingham Forest are concerned. As that ball bounces.
This afternoon, it's a good ball in, and Southampton has scored. Well, the free kick was straight onto the head. Here's an opportunity for Fulham. And there's the equaliser. And Smith Rowe, the substitute, has made it 1-1. Kenny again. Traore. Can he pick someone out? Oh, it's a fabulous header. It's absolutely brilliant from Ryan Sessegnon.
And the Fulham fans are singing.
Time. Wolverhampton Wanderers giving all the time and space in the world by the left. Ball's left now, lovely ball through to Strand Larsen! From one end to the other. 1-on-1 with Conor Cody. And it's 3-0 to Wolves. And it's Rodrigo Gomez who scored 2-2 against Leicester City.
It's a great run again from Declan Rice, and this time he hits the target. Absolutely brilliant first up. This Arsenal defence. Oh, it has done! Dean Howson takes the acclaim. Look at the number of unwatched. Headed right across and in! Evan Nielsen follows it in at the far post.
Corner of the afternoon. Aston Villa, and it's a brilliant one! That's what they needed! Yuri Tillemans, right place, and Aston Villa.
He's got Nacho's dangerous ball in, it's tucked on beautifully by Mason Mount. Can't get to the loose ball first, he nods it on, it's flipped forwards and in by Mikhail Damsgaard. Brentford are playing on Norgard's ball to the back post and headed in by Kevin Schade. Well, he just going to curl it to the back post where he finds Kevin Schade. And it's comfort in the scoreline now for Brentford. Forkett, brilliant ball across, whistles there! What a day this is turning into for Brentford. Still applause for Coyote as he comes across. Brilliant finish from Garnacho. Is this game over? And then breaking his way into the Brentford box, and it beats Mark Flecken. 3 minutes left to play. Nazamad.
But this is Minter now for Brighton. Still Minter! Well, he doesn't celebrate against his former club, but everyone else in the Amex of a Brighton. Isak to the rescue. Sends Verbruggen.
Simicas in reverse, Neto forcing him back and feeding it for Fernandes!
Just watch Palmer run away.
Yes. Palmer's around him. Van Dijk's clearance bounce back in! McAllister's corner, Van Dijk! Gives Liverpool an interest into the last 6 minutes at the... Cole Palmer crowns a regal display.
And Eza! No problem this time, he's all smiles! Anderson's corner cleared by Lacroix. Back in by Williams, oh it's in! It got a touch off Murillo to defeat the goalkeeper.
But it still might happen, and it did happen! And Beto guides his header home! McNeil, nobody close to him! Dwight McNeil! After 5 frustrating months! He's having another go! Oh! Well! Dwight McNeil's goal looked pretty good, but how about that? The advantage is played as Hutchinson crosses in for George Hurst, and Ipswich have got their equaliser from 2-0.
There is Al-Hanous. It's Valley! Leicester City take the lead. They break the awful goal. Go to David Webb. And he gets it against the wall. And he finishes! It is a free bounce back to him. Awesome from Ayew. Ramsdale has got the block.
City. Here's Doku. And still beautiful feet. De Bruyne! Listen to that roar for Kevin De Bruyne.
He maybe don't deserve it, but when you've got...
Left by Richarlison. And Spurs in front. Easy for Wilson Oliver. West Ham creating their own problem. Bowen, angles tight, doesn't matter. West Ham level. Beautifully taken by Jared Bowen.
Early ball in for Watkins! Got all the way in! Well, Watkins claims he got the...
Smith Rowe hangs up across... Jimenez! His eyes would have lit up as that ball came his way. Strike cracked in by Mikalenko, and it takes a huge deflection and right on the stroke of half-time. Comes the corner and it's headed in by Michael Keane. Forward.
Everton in again here, it's gone past Bernardo.
They're happy to let it go. In by Bruno. And Brentford take the lead. Kevin Schade. So much confusion in the Ipswich Town penalty.
Robertson Gakpo! Szoboszlai's onside, and Diaz can walk it in for two. Trossard in, and Gabriel Martinelli has nudged Arsenal back to within one. Saka. Martinelli gone! Alisson got across! Marino followed it in, and Arsenal are level!
The cross, or maybe shoot, he finds Kudus. Ahmad with the lunging challenge, and it's in! Fired across goal, and Thomas Souček wheels away in celebration. Bowen in support, decides to go on his own, helped out by Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Bowen for two! Manchester United's Premier League struggles continue. West Ham United...
There's hunger on show from Tonali to win that ball back, and there's Murphy. Guimaraes, Tonali! Stunning start for Newcastle. Burn manipulating that ball really well. This is Bruno Guimaraes. Deflected in!
El Khanous! And Cody on the follow-up! And the flag stays down! And Leicester shock their East Midland run! Talanga's ball in, and Morgan Gibbs-White gets Nottingham Forest level! What I tell you is a brilliant header. Gibbs-White bends one round for White! Premier League got it up for Facundo Buonanotte. Oh, he charmed his way through. He scored a great goal, and it's 2-2 here.
Of himself again, and Munoz has squared it for Eze. Crystal Palace will not be denied in a half that they have been the better. Sarr's got a second opportunity, it's Eze, and it's all too easy. Crystal Palace picking up where they left off.
And he scores. Coolly done. And it's still with Adinkra. And it will come through here for Gruder. To maybe make it safe for Brighton. Brian Gruder.
Ødegaard. Declan Rice! Oh! It's a ripper!
He's got again. High corner to the back post. A big breakthrough for Aston Villa.
From a defensive point of view, it's shambolic, really.
Camara. Sensio on the move. Camara fires in! Will that be the settling second?
It's a power-packed strike. No chance. Jimenez's header, and there's nothing that Mark Flecken can do to keep it out. Rolls it to Brian Mbeumo round the outside, and into the back of the net.
If there's a slightly lack
consistency, great distance once again, flipped towards the back post, and it's in. Johan Wissa wheels away.
If we should get that last.
Tete's cross deflected, and they've got themselves level through Tom Kearney. Harry Wilson picks up possession, weaving, working his way inside. Fabulous finish! And in just a matter of minutes. Salah, lovely touch as well for Conor Bradley. Great touch from him as well. This is a wonderful Liverpool move, and it finishes with a goal. Liverpool through Harvey Elliott. And here's an opening for them, and they have taken it. Yassine Ayar. And Szoboszlai catches the goalkeeper out completely. From the angle, it looks impossible, but he made it possible.
I mean,
Here's Mitoma. Welbeck! Alisson gets down. Mitoma! Just off the bench, and he makes himself the hero. Mitoma. Driven right across, and how's that? For an introduction, no, he's offside. It won't count for Hinshelwood. James, nice turn, nice clip across, Cucurella! Steps up.
oh, is that headed over the line by Agbadou? Referee says goal. It is, and it's pulled back from Ketia. He'll strike, and an equalise for Crystal Palace. Phenomenal response. Ball, and Ketia's waiting. What a brilliant goal! The perfect snapshot of what Crystal Palace are all. It is Chilwell, and that's deflected, and it's in. And that's his first Crystal Palace goal. Bellegarde with the corner, and in! Oh, Strand Larsen attacked that to pull one back for Wolves. Eza will want to take this on, you can be sure of that. And he scores! To seal the victory for the FA Cup winners.
Njai can line it up here and score! A goal worthy of the occasion. Here, and Njai racing for it. Nathan walking in. Black stayed down. He scored early, and it looks very much as though he scored later.
Vardy sets off. Jamie Vardy! You just knew it! Poke towards McAteer. McAteer fires it in! So close a couple of minutes ago. This time.
And Marmoush lets fly! Oh, that's magnificent! A moment of magic. It gives it away. And this has worked out for Gundogan, and back inside to Bernardo Silva. Slotted away for two. Maybe go himself, he'll fancy this. Oh, certainly will. Could be an issue here for Diaz though. Jefferson does squeeze it through. So no clean sheet for Manchester City. To the
Oh, that's poor. And that's Gibbs White. And that's just the sort of charity that Nottingham Forest would have been hoping for. Areola. Ilanga gives it plenty, and in it goes! A second for Nottingham Forest. A wicked delivery from Anthony. Bowen! Well, that is Jared Bowen, and that is quite brilliant.
A little dinked one in towards Zabanyu's up there, and Semenyo is there! And Antoine Semenyo finally breaks the deadlock.
Zabanyu just...
Samari doing well initially. Semenyo with number 2. And that time, it was an...
Mush. Nunez into the box. Nunez, Leno got the touch, and acrobatically in by İlkay Gundogan. What a fabulously improvised finish that was by İlkay. Haaland sends Leno the wrong way. Sends the travelling City support into rapture.
By Morsey. Ward-Prowse to put West Ham in front. And not for the first time this season. The gap's there, and it's one which is opened up for Nathan Broadhead. Terrific finish. Bowen, there's a gap for Bowen, and it's one that he's found. Superbly struck. Ball comes in. Kudas. Brilliant finish. And that surely now has seen off Ipswich Town's.
Mitchell, that's a smart take, and he's rolled it up here to Ismaila Sarr, who rolls Crystal Palace ahead. It's the cup winners 1, the champions 0.
Well, it was clear cut from Crystal.
Nunez, Gakpo, Salah! There's that golden boot!
In towards Ahmad! Manchester United score! And it's 2-0.
What a nice way.
Nikolenko's cross, Alcaraz! Goal for Everton! Absolutely flattens St James's Park, and as it stands...
Sancho keeps it alive, on by Cucurella. Williams didn't deal with it, and it's in from Levi Colwill!
He might not... For the cross, and it will come now towards the net post! Kieran Tierney, on his final appearance for Arsenal, scores. There's a Fernandes corner, equaliser. Well, that'll do for Southampton. Gets away from small bone, Odegaard fires Arsenal in front late on.
That's a super strike. Ramsdale sees it. Just Dominic Solanke steps up. And Tottenham Hotspur on this day of celebration have themselves the lead. It will test Tottenham much more than Manchester United did on Wednesday, though, as that one is fired in by Hinchelwood, who's at it again. Huge goal against Liverpool on Monday. For now, corner comes in, and a chance to back in, brilliantly done as well. And it's Hinchelwood again. He has turned this game in Brighton's favour to seal the game, and he slots it away, tucked away to perfection, out of the reach. This afternoon they've had to adapt without Danny Welbeck here this afternoon. An ambitious attempt and a quite glorious goal from Diego Gomez. What a way for him to score.
Wisser again now, and Mbermo, and Norgard, and it's in! Continues his... Here's Menezes!